come out.
Dude, I actually wouldn't mind getting lost in here. Like, it'd be quite interesting because they probably go really far. Like, you'd probably be down there a while, but
Pop up in Cambodia, like, what the hell?
We escaped Saigon today, guys.
All right, Chuk, my man.
See you tomorrow. Come on. To me, you don't see the bat down there at all. I can't believe that bat live in the tunnel too. No, I thought they live in a cave.
well, they lived
In the dark spot.
They lived in the pagoda.
So we
Looks
lost?
like the guy that lives in Vietnam's getting us lost.
So we got to go back.
When you're done exploring Saigon City, there are generally two main day trips you can take, the Mekong Delta and Chu Chi tunnels. The Mekong Delta is around an hour and a half from the city. Chu Chi Town is closer of the two, and it allows you one of the most historical insights into the country you can get. The pure dedication that the people had during this time really shows how strong the nation is.
It's really a nice place.
Có bán nước mía không? Có. So nước mía.
Nước
They say
mía.
like Spanish where the adjectives are behind the noun. So nước mía, the juice of sugarcane.
Oh, you got so many ducks down here. Oh, the big one.
Yeah,
Bali, Indonesia.
Bali, 3 cups.
You guys want a kumquat?
What's that?
It's like a little lime looking thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Kumquat.
And it's about an hour and a half away. We're going to the tunnels, but we are joined by 2 people. We're joined by Hurley and Dan. And right now, it's really nice to have them because they speak Vietnamese. I kept seeing these stands all along the side of the road, and Todd kept saying, I want sugarcane juice, I want sugarcane juice.
Nước mía.
So it's really nice that they have them all down the road as long as you're here.
I know, I feel like it's just a common juice, common drink here in Saigon. The thing I see is the first one is gum, which is like the orange. This
Yeah.
one's like my favorite. Coffee, of course, Vietnam is like second largest coffee producer in the world.
Yeah.
The last one we see a lot is nước mía.
I'll tell you, this is one thing that is great, to be able to get fresh sugarcane juice for 6,000.
This is 6,000?
6,000.
I think in Saigon it's like 15.
Like 10, I think.
10 to 15.
But to be able to get it and just sit down and relax on the side of the road on the way there is really nice.
Remind me of in Cambodia. When you go to the restaurant, you see hammock like this everywhere. Like they literally sit in the hammock and eat.
Just post up, sleep, everything.
But it's quite interesting because what we were told from Hurley is that actually coffee is fake on the outside of the city. So they basically use corn. So you got to explain it to us. What do they use? They use corn.
So, for the coffee.
For the coffee.
Oh, that's a whole discussion. We'll get into that. That's like corn, soybeans, all kinds of things. Because Vietnam is the second largest exporter of coffee in the world behind Brazil.
Yeah.
The amount of coffee that's grown in the country versus what people export and people actually drink, it doesn't match. So somewhere in there has to be a fake coffee.
Yeah, but it's Robusta. They only make Robusta here, which isn't nice to drink. So even when you order real coffee, sometimes it is that Robusta and it's really bitter.
So it tastes like coffee.
Yes.
Does it get
Looks
you
like
hyper like coffee?
It depends. They've actually caught factories where they take the cores of batteries and they use it to make it black and look like
Ooh.
coffee. So I'm sure
kidding.
it'll energize you.
Yeah.
And if it's the right kind of battery, but
So you got to be careful. You don't really have to worry about it on the inside of the city, but it's when you get to the outskirts that you do. And it's just something I've never ever heard before.
Add a gas.
Before we take you all on the rest of this day trip to Saigon, we would like to thank today's sponsor, GeoZilla. It is an all-in-one tracking and communication app for your friends and loved ones. Its easy-to-use platform allows you real-time tracking, so you can always make sure your loved ones are safe and secure. If you have been following us on Instagram, you will know on a recent trip, Tom misplaced her passport.
I won't. I learned from my mistake.
We had no other choice but to split up.
My new flight?
Yeah, your new flight. It's the same as Jimmy's.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Okay?
Thank you.
It's absolutely the same with tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. Everything's fine.
Bye bye, babe.
I had to fly home while Ta remained in Kazakhstan. This is the first time we split up after 2 years of travel.
Take care.
I became quite worried about her having to go through this difficult situation alone.
I will miss you. Take care. Love you, Jim.
We miss you.
She's safe and sound, and we got her.
Yeah, we wish you were here, but we're all just kicking it. We're about to have a nice dinner,
we're gonna have a great
nice
meal, my
last
friend.
drink, and then we're all gonna be gone.
I miss you, baby.
I miss you, baby.
But with us both using the GeoZilla app, it gave me complete peace of mind to know where she is and how she is doing at all times. I was able to know her exact location throughout her entire journey home. If you guys are interested in trying it out, we'll leave a link in the description box below and you can download it there.
Come on.
You didn't already pay for it.
What? No, I think Dan might have, but my money was in my seat, so I couldn't pay him yet.
You'll
So,
finally be gone.
When you
here.
first get here, it's about $5,000 to park, and they give you a little ticket. And Hurley was actually just telling us that if you lose the ticket, like you don't get the motorbike back.
Even though they remember you.
Even though like I'm the only white guy, you
are
don't
so,
get it
like-
back unless you have paperwork. And he was saying specifically because of like job security and don't want anything to go wrong and go bad. So it's really good that they're actually like 100% caring about somebody not stealing your stuff.
Definitely. It was raining for a second though, guys, but here's the thing in Saigon that I realized a couple days ago as well, that it was raining, but it's not like rain heavily.
It's like intermittent rain. When you first get here, you're not allowed to use a camera specifically from the gate where you park to the checkpoint. And I think it's mainly because it's like a government area and they don't want you unless you have a permit. Now that's for big cameras.
But this
for-
one is fine.
Yeah, for like small point and shoots.
Acha, acha, acha. I was so excited at first when I see the guy pamphlet in front of the ticket counter, the ticket booth. I pick it up, come to find out it's all in Vietnamese.
Dude, I swore those were real people.
That's real people. I was like, why you don't move?
I knew he do, that chai.
Bro, they've widened them for you.
I was worried. The first time I came, I got down and I did get stuck right in the hole. But the trick is you have to turn to the side and then you go down. They'll show you.
They said they're only 18 centimeters tall and some of them 15 centimeters wide.
It's crazy.
I know a lot of people that ain't fitting in that tunnel. You got enough history, let's go. It is actually starting to thunder pretty bad because it's rainy season. We're probably gonna get rained on.
Surprisingly, this is something I didn't expect. There's a guy explaining everything.
Yeah, you
so
don't-
you don't
You don't really need a guy.
necessarily need a guy from Saigon.
If one soldier fall down, he couldn't climb out by himself. I mean, the trap not kill him, just injured. You know, that's a good fighting because if you kill him, only one soldier die, and many more American soldiers keep fighting. But if you make him wounded, yeah, 3 more or 4 more American soldiers come and then transport him to helicopter. And 3 more American soldiers left cannot fighting. You know, we keep slow them down because that's a guerrilla fighting. They make the spy like this, like a fishing hook. Fishing hook very horrible. If someone step on it, he cannot take it out because the hook keep the pig on. Yeah.
And all these craters are bombs we see in the forest around here?
Yes, many small holes out there. There's a bomb crater. U.S. Army dropped over 500,000 tons of bomb in this place in Cu Chi. Ended the war. Every 1 square meter on Cu Chi land, local people can collect 3 kilograms the pieces of bomb fragment every 1 square meter. Yeah, we call the dead land. You know, dead land. Yeah.
People are actually still alive today that used that juice in an IV when they were injured during the war. They're still alive and live in Cu Chi now. And it shows that how good coconuts are for you because you can use it as an IV. Dang. You know? I want to go drink a coconut right now. Come out.
Dude, I actually wouldn't mind getting lost in here. Like, it'd be quite interesting because they probably go really far. Like, you'd probably be down there a while, but
Pop up in Cambodia, like, what the hell?
they use these tunnels to basically to get troops from one area to another.
The water right here, the well.
This must be the well.
This is crazy to see how they've built multiple layers and traps.
It's kind of dark in here. Uh-oh, right or left?
Oh, he's got a light. What a dude.
I think it's left.
How do you know that it's this way?
We'll find out.
My knees hurt just walking from one section of the tunnel to the other section. I couldn't imagine having one little oxygen to, you know, living down underground and not seeing light for days. I mean, the families and the people that are affected by it is just unreal.
And we saw a number of bats just in them now. Imagine how many were in there in the back of the day. Snakes, scorpions, everything.
For oxygen.
Oxygen.
That's a ventilation, yeah. Air vent for ventilation.
Whoa.
This will camouflage, look like a thermite hill. Yeah. The hole made by bamboo. If they cook here, the smoke go through to the chamber. Yeah, many chamber connected. Yeah, step by step. When the smoke come out little by little from helicopter, American cannot see. If they cook in the early morning. Yeah, 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. The smoke come out like a morning mist. Yeah, mist.
The main thing that kill people, not only from the war itself, but also from malaria.
Yeah, I believe
That is like, yeah, that is the main thing that kill people who live in the tunnel here.
All right.
No, you can't.
I can. He just said I can.
Oh, yeah?
I can? Dude, I'm like the smallest guy here. This is way easier. This isn't even fair.
Arms up. Arms up.
Whoa.
You pick, yeah. Because many tourists bigger than you, they can pick, yeah.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
how is it down there?
You're gonna do this
Small.
All right. Chuk, my man.
See you tomorrow.
Like straight up, it's very hard to get in, but if you turn and go like this, then
I want
it's
to try the small.
I'll go like this side. Go from here, from my angle.
yes. Yeah, here, Dan, I'll take it now.
I mean, it would just be hard to breathe down there.
What is it down there?
Huh?
What is it down there?
It's just a tunnel system, but
And have you seen the bat?
no.
Bathroom? A bed?
No, I didn't see the bat. I didn't see that. I couldn't see anything. It is literally a slide. Whoa. We're starting to get some
Hurry up,
real
Dan.
heavy rain now. Like you can hear it from the canopy in the jungle. Like you can hear the rain hitting and it's starting to fall through. But and then like the rain on the ground. But they actually gave us these potatoes that are like really good. They're like
Actually, the tapioca.
they're tapioca.
Hurley, how to say this one in Vietnamese again? It's tapioca. Come with the.
It's like a chili salt.
It's like a no. It's like it's like salt together with sugar, together with ground peanuts. Vietnamese love peanuts, yeah.
together with MSG.
This is Hurley's what, 3rd time here?
3rd trip.
Still coming back. That's
And
how
I-
interesting it is.
I still eat the kwai mee every time. It's that good.
So good. The peanut together with tapioca, I have never tried this.
Again, it's like I felt like we came early enough, but that's how these trips, it just takes so long.
And plus
I
it
don't-
was raining. We sat around for like 40 minutes waiting for the rain. So this whole event and coming here and seeing the tunnels and everything was pretty crazy to me.
Wow, man, like honestly, I've been here 3 times, and every time I come, it's just, I feel like it's a new learning experience. You really appreciate what you have, you know? I live in Vietnam, but I live in a house. You know, I don't live in the jungle, I don't live in a tunnel, I don't live in a little shack, like, so you really appreciate what you have, yeah. Even if you don't live in America, you still probably are better off than some people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think actually what you were saying, Ty, what was really fascinating for me was how they did the ventilation system for the smoke.
Oh,
And
that's insane.
It just
man.
gets released to like a different chamber and then a different chamber, and then by the time it comes out, it's just like a little bit of smoke released from the ground. And then they cook like at about 3 o'clock in the morning, so it looks like the morning mist. So that was really
That's
clever.
mind blowing for me as well.
So if you guys liked the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Thankfully the the rain stopped a little bit, so we'll be able to get out of here. Make sure you check these guys out. The link will be in the description box below. And we're gonna head home and hopefully not get
Oh, we're
hit
gonna
by
have
some
dinner,
rain.
please.
Yeah, dinner. It's really crazy to me that this like slum area is in District 1 right next to the tourist area, but most people would never know. You know, we were shown the slum area. What district was that? 4? The last one we were at?
The District 7.
Okay, so we were shown the slum area in District 7, but it's not quite